Okay, we are going to begin with Reish Mem Zayin Sif Base. Page Yud Aleph on the bottom. We learned yesterday about Aleph was discussing about the USPS postal office. Was very interesting halachas that we had kulas over there. That if a person approaches the beginning of the village, even if it's the first house, that was Indian kulas regarding the postal office. Now we're going to continue with base. Im hisna imay sheyitin leischari. You make a deal with this guy that you're going to pay him. You're going to pay him. You don't say what. You don't say how much. Even though you don't explicitly tell him how much you're going to give him. Dina kikaitzitz, it's no different than making up a price. Why? The samcha daite deini yudi ubididei katarach. He's relying on that money that you're going to pay him. He's not picky. He's expected you'll give him the fair wage, what's expected that you'll get. Therefore, he's working for himself. Avo bestam. You never explicitly told him, I will pay you for do this, but he's hoping, that type of thing. He's, most people pay, so he's really hoping he's going to get the money. Then we want to say, Aser, since the reality is, he never explicitly told him, I will pay you a fee for doing X, Y, Z, for doing this delivery, therefore, he's working for himself. Let's see the Mishnah Berurah. That he's going to get money, right? So we're not going to handle we're not going to handle if the guy's not even thinking he's going to get the money. That's for sure it's us, because he's working for himself. What? So no, if he's not working for himself, sorry, the guy is no, right, sorry. No, again, the reason why we want to say it's usher is because he's still relying on the money to a certain degree, right? So even though, what do you want to try to say? Even though we explain, then it's a regular case. You didn't tell him how much you're going to give him, right? So he's hoping you're going to get money. So why don't we say that if he's working for him, he's hoping to get money, that he's not working for himself, it should be usher. And that was saying that lamai cigarette, you never explicitly told him. So right to we're not going to handle. He knows you're going to get the money. Come on. Today in 2024, if a guy asks you to do something, you'll pay him. It's still usher. That means he doesn't have a suffix he's getting paid. I said it the other way? I think I was saying it the other way. Okay, you're right. It means he has no suffix he's getting paid. Okay. That is the halacha of base. That even in a scenario that the Yisrael's understanding, he is going to get something. We want to say it's usher because of I never guaranteed you. If I never guaranteed you, you can't mun me. Such a thing, you can't demand from me money to pay.
If I made up, I'm going to pay, but not price. You could. That's the whole dinner.
No, that's the whole thing. Oh, if I made, clear. Yeah, you don't need a specific price. Correct. That's what the Shulchan Aruch is saying. You don't need an explicit price. You need to know that you're getting paid. However, if you don't know you're getting paid, right, he's hoping that he's going to pay him without him telling him, that's a problem. Okay. Gimel. If you hire the person for days, a 3-day trip, no problem. It's a 3-day trip. I'll pay you $33 a day. Here's $100. Davar katsuv b'chol yom belichasei uv'chazarasei. Every day you charge me a daily fee. The halacha is I don't really care when you go. It doesn't make a difference if you go on Friday, Shabbos, or even Sunday, Monday. Imu be'erev Shabbos. If this scenario happens on erev Shabbos, atzer. Why? When he goes out on Shabbos, it looks like that you're basically telling him, since you're paying the ma'aseh for every day, and it's erev Shabbos, it's like you're paying him for the day of Shabbos. That's what it sounds like. Let's see it in the Mishnah Berurah. Even though we said earlier, then it's mutter as long because he's working for himself. Shabbos. That's when he's giving him sach. I'm paying you $100, not specifically for every single day of your labor, for the whole entire job, like a regular contract. The Oz, Adait the Nafshe Ovid, V'loimin Kaklal, Shamalocha Nases, B'Shabbos, U'B'Shlichis Yisrael. There's nothing to do with me. You don't B'chlal see that you're working with me as a Shliach. When you hired me for every day you pay me a set fee. There's $100 fee. Let's say I don't really care if you go on Shabbos or you go on Sunday, you go any day you go. Since you're getting paid for that day, it's also because it looks like he's sending Mishliach. Because I'm still getting, you're working for yourself because you're getting paid. And therefore he throws in the parentheses, it's much worse, right, if you didn't pay him at all, a set amount for the day. Okay, and then Lefi the Mechaber, it's going to be mutter because he only says Wednesday issue, Erev Shabbos. What about Thursday or Friday? Thursday or Wednesday? Then it's mutter. When I give it to you on Erev Shabbos, also the kivin sheyotze to take it b'Shabbos, since you're leaving immediately, nira, it looks like it's a problem. It looks like he's been a shliach because I'm paying for every day a set amount of fee. Okay, B'Erev Shabbos, however, we're going to make a deal that Mishnah Berurah makes. However, on Thursday, it's mutter. If you look in the Ramah, he brought down in Sif Aleph, we learned this yesterday, the Yesh Matirim want to say, it's mutter, as long as it's from Thursday and on. So he quotes that Ramah that we saw yesterday. Dalit. What happens? He's doing a taka for free. We're going to see in the Mishnah Berurah that Goyim don't really work for free. But we'll see he's not getting paid. Then afilu nasan aloi b'Erev Shabbos, even if he's doing it on a Friday, it's mutter sharei. He's going on his own. And the only reason why he's doing this, he's repaying him a favor. It's like I'm paying you, just like I'm paying you as a contract. So when a person approaches and says, oh, you need to go to Lakewood for a package? I'm either way, I'll go for you, he says. I'll do it for free. Now, he's a guy, he's not a yid. He's doing it because you did him once a favor, so he's paying you back. Mela has a din of katzah. So we're going to see in the Mishnah Berurah the case. However, let's see the Ramah first. The Yesh Chalk and the Ramah brings down Usfirulu the Chol Shayis B'Chinam is Aser. We're going to see why in the Mishnah Berurah. But Toiv LaHachmer, if we can, you should try to be machmer. Avol b'makom she'eini Yehudi maschil am Yisrael loy mashiach lebechina. However, if the guy, this is going the Shitas Machmirim, if the guy approaches you without you asking him, you didn't ask him as a favor, he walked over to you and he offered his services for free, yeah, we understand that he did, he's a guy, and he's doing it because of a taiva, still a shari. Let's see the Mishnah Berurah inside. Dalit, Shareya Eini Yehudi Me'elav, payers, the Eini Yisrael, Koifa Oisal Kach. I'm not pushing you in a position that you want to do this. He wants to do it on his own. And we say, now that he's happy to do it for you, it's very important what the Mishnah is bringing out. It has to be on the past, because if it's for the future, let's say he thinks he could get future business, then it sounds like in the Mishnah you might have an issue. The issue of he's not working for himself; he's working for that future, which makes it much more difficult. Al pi halach. However, we saw in the Mishnah, the Ramah says, "V'toiv lahachmer." He in Meloshin said, "Mashma, rak the toiv." Right? Just says it's good. You should try. Lachash l'deazu in taka v'chein betaz mashma dedaita gedei rishon. It's b'chlal mutter. Avo b'dar k'maisha siman reishon and base mashma dedaitu kayish cholken. So we have a machlekes really. We have a machlekes taz and we have a machlekes dar k'maisha. Who we paskin like v'chein b'lavosh u'v'ali rabba siman zem mashma das v'chinim like the yesh machmirim. The best thing is, give him $5. Give him something. He's happy with that $5, even though in reality, let's be real, it's not the going rate. A person will never pay $5 to go travel all the way, let's say, far out. Doesn't add up. But since he's either way doing it for free and you're paying him, you're making this $5. You're going to say no matter what, you gain that no matter when he goes, he's going for that $5. You give him a tip. And the tip is kotza. I'm giving you a $20 tip, so I'm going for my tip. And now it doesn't make sense to only go for the $20 tip. You're going because you want them to do you a favor. So when it helps, now we could take that hemshech of kotzav. Okay, that's the best thing to do is to give a small tip. Okay, hey, one more, two more actually. The guy is going to a place, Yisrael nice and leigeres, and the Yisrael is giving him a letter, mutter b'chol gavna. So let's explain this. We learned in Sif Aleph that there is complications to give a guy a letter, daf gigeres, because a ksav Yehudi people are going to see it's written. We gave him a shalom yesterday. Let's say an art scroll or a talus that belongs to a yid, that it's a problem. So let's see the Mishnah Berurah, why it's not a problem suddenly. Right away the Beis brings down that it's usher if I know that he's going to continue and go extra for me. We're talking about that he's either way going, it's all along the way, then it's not a problem. Even if in a scenario where I didn't pay as a kabbalah, now we just learned the kaim alon. Bisif alf, which was yesterday, we learned also l'shleich al yadai keisha in kavod beidayar. We said if there's no USPS office, there's an issue. The chashinon, yesterday we learned the problem is shem aleim tzena bebeisa. We learned what was yesterday the issue with the letter. The issue with the letter was that he's going to go approach to the guy's house, not going to find the whole Shabbos. He's going to be walking around with his art scroll or whatever it is, looking to give it to the yid. However, he brings down Kivon. He's not going because you asked me. So bevada, you know what happens when you do someone a favor? He doesn't owe you anything. He'll leave it at the doorstep or he'll bring it back. He doesn't care. It's only when he cares there's an issue. It has to be, yeah.
So that's just explain why if it goes many times.
Yeah. Goes where do you mean many times? No, we're talking about that can be that he's going out of his way. Let's say you're going to Lakewood, it can be, I'll stop off in Passaic. Then he's working for you. And it's for free, it's kapalonis, that's an issue. We're talking about he's either way going, that's close. There's nothing isurim going on by driving on Shabbos to Lakewood, wherever he's going. The problem is going to be that we learned yesterday, Igeris is an issue. That what he's going to look around on Shabbos, search around, and that itself is an issue of Shabbos. Here we're saying, since I don't owe you any favors, I have no problem dropping it off either at the doorstep or returning it. We're saying, however, if he comes over to you right before Shabbos and there's no time to even get there, you're going to say, what do you care? He's either way going. Let's be real. He's holding on to the letter that belongs to you. That's what we should. So, therefore, it has to be that there's enough time to get there before Shabbos. Veda. The litan loy b'Shabbos. Woo, that's for sure. Also, l'kulaham afilu b'yichem atzmai. V'afilu katzas leischar. Even if you paid him by yom avuzeh, chas v'shalom to give it on Shabbos itself. Okay. V'kain aser litini geres al a post, which is the mail b'Shabbos. I guess, I don't know how, why is no problem? Muksa, forget about the problems of muksa, this is just a letter, there's no muksa. You're not allowed to send, no, I'm handling it, everything should be muksa. I guess there's no muksa, letter's not muksa. I'm just giving it to the mailman on Shabbos. Today, can I do that today on Shabbos? They don't care, they're getting paid for anything. I'm just giving them a Shabbos is always an issue. Erev Shabbos, mutter. Today, for example, can you give the mail an Erev Shabbos, knowing they're going to go on Shabbos? It's still mutter. Now a post, which is the mail, let's call it the mail today, have a tamid katzat. You pay a set fee for the mail, and that's how it happens. Even though you're not going to pay over here, he's saying someone else is going to get the money. Someone's going to have to receive the money. It's the shliach. Right? Then I think they have it that the other person could also pay. There's such a concept as the receiver also demanding money. So we're not going to have no issue Shabbos of air. It's still an issue. Because it's Shabbos, like we learned already before. On Shabbos, it's always usher. However, wow. Why? How can it be mutter? The answer is that say that all these are the rabbanans, and the whole issue should be chayshes is all the rabbanan. The whole belt is the rabbanan. We learned the makom hefsed is mutter, which we're going to see later. I think it's a machlekes. If it's mutter usher, we saw makom mitzvah. V'shaloi b'makom hefsed yesh lahachmir. Afilu b'erev Shabbos shalitin ein yudi ager shuyitin alisai ala post b'Shabbos. V'afilu b'katzas, even if you made up sharei miyachin melachtoi al Shabbos. That's the issue. Okay, let's see vav. Mi sheyesh leisacher ein Yehudi l'shanei yaser. Now you pay a guy a set fee, 100 whatever. Let's make it real, $20,000. He takes care of you for the whole entire year. That's his job. The halach is also l'shalchay erev Shabbos. You now send an erev Shabbos bigeres. We learned this back in Reish Mem Gimel. We had such shilas. If you pay a person Reish Mem Dalet, if you pay a person completely, right, for a full year, we saw this in Reish Mem Dalet Aleph. We learned about these halachas that you're not allowed to send them in Shabbos. You're not allowed to send it in erev Shabbos. I'm going to see in a second why. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Previously, you said after Mokum Hefsek Godo Yesh Lahaki B'Chai. Okay, it says Hefsek Godo. Then it says the Hari Shvus become Seder. Shalom become Hefsed.
You're making a diak makom say there's not mashma hefsed gadol?
I'm not making the diak. I'm just saying that it seems to be
Correct. I
contradictory. I mean,
I will tell you. I think there is. It's not so simple. Shvus to shvus b'makom hefsed. What is the halacha itself? So hefsed gadol. We could the Sharet Siyam brought down when we learned about in Reish. We learned earlier about the halacha was about a guy, a toll booth on Shabbos. So we learned the toll booth on Shabbos, that the halacha is you're allowed to do shvus to shvus over there. Because the only problem is it's muksa. And maybe the whole issue was only their abundance. So why was the mutter a toll booth on Shabbos? We learned the Sharet Siyam brought down that money that belongs to a Jew and a guy ends up keeping it to himself, getting away with it, it's a mitzvah for us for that money to go to Yidden. We learned it. The Mishnah. Right. So one of the shitas. So what am I trying to bring out? They brought it down the Magen Avram. This was by the toll booth. So I'm trying to bring out here. Where was this toll booth? Here. Yehudi Akoyne Mechas. We learned over here in Vav. Here he brings down, and if you want to look, it's on page Vav, the Sharet Siyam Lamed Beis. V'tama Magen Avram. It's the second line. There's a note 29. The Hacha Mutter. Why is it the Mutter? Afilu, he brings down. Amanda Issa, we're going to see in Shin Zayin. Sif Hey and Sif Yites. This is what I want to show you. The Loi Sharinon Shvus to Shvus b'Makom Seder. So we don't paskin. Where I'm looking at page Vav, Sharet Siyam Lamed Beis, by the number 29. You see number 29? So we're going to see that our people. Where it's not so simple. Shvus to Shvus b'Makom Seder. But Makom Hefsed Gadol, I think that's what he's bringing out. We can rely on those places. And that's what I think. Mishum de Benyenu here says Makom Mitzvah. But you are bringing out right, Makom Mitzvah is something else. But I'm bringing out the point that we're saying, Makom Hefsed Gadol, you're bringing out the Gadol. Even though Shvus to Shvus Makom Seder is not so simple.
I mean, it's Gadol in both places, or it's just Hefsed in both?
No, Hefsed, we're not matter. Even though there are Paiskim that hold, the Makom Hefsed, it's mutter. We don't want to be maker like those places. However, b'makom hefsed gadol, again, a fire. I'll give you examples. Today we have it when grocery stores lose their refrigeration. That's a typical example. It's a hefsed gadol. They're going to lose. We're talking about tens and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of merchandise. We go into that whole, there are bonons. The whole thing is there are bonons. Maybe shus to shvus and milak. We get into that. But you are right. I think so. You are right that it's dafka hefsed gadol because of this reason that it's not so simple. We paskin. Shvus to shvus. Okay, let's go back to Vav. So Vav, we did learn this concept that if a person pays completely, right, he pays him a $20,000 or $50,000 salary to work. We also saw this earlier. To work, he takes care of him. He always sends. He's his delivery guy. The halacha is on Erev Shabbos you're not allowed to send a letter. Zokter Amma umiu im loy secharay rak l'shlichas igeres. Yesh matir. If I only hired you to send letters, commission is bar la'el sim reish mem dalet sif hey. So what do we see in reish mem dalet sif hey? We learned over there that there's an issue. We saw this in the Mishnah Berurah brought down all the shittas, the Magen Avram, the Taz, the Ravid. Basically, what the chashash is how likely is it going to be that on Sunday you're going to have more work to give him that it comes out that you gained on Shabbos? That always remember those shittas? That's really what it boils down to over here. So let's see inside the Mishnah Berurah. He says.
It's a hard for a specific task. Like for example, that was used what? He hires him as a scribe.
Right, that was the case over there, right? Scribe, right.
So he hires him as a scribe for the entire year. So here he's hiring him for the year to deliver letters.
No, that's the mihu, that's the Ramah. He's not hiring him to deliver. Oh, you mean in the Ramah? Yes, in the Ramah, we're going to see it, right? That you're saying it because I guess we're going to have to say it's not so shchiach that come Sunday morning and have more letters to give him. So especially Sunday, correct. So let's see it inside. Also, the mashu schira lishana, again, well, you hired him for the year, like nechshav kitzitza. It's not considered a set amount. Vidina, like we already saw this, b'chala pratim gevur le'el, b'sif aleph, b'loy katzatz. Ella, over here we want to be makel, the b'zem kalinon, dein aser ela b'arav Shabbos, v'atam k'moi, shibarna b'aralach. We're going to see the b'aralach in a moment. He's going to talk about this point that we're bringing out. Okay, k'moi shen is bar le'el, Hainu, what do we say? They are Rishayna Sham, the Svir Le Dezeu Nechshav, Kikotzatz, Ein Shamatam. Again, because we're not going to be so highly likely that he's going to need to use them on Sunday, so he's gaining. Again, you're never allowed to ask him directly to work on Shabbos. Now look at let's see this Bir Halacha that he's mechalik. Why suddenly over here it's mutter? Lashana, hatam. Let's see this. It's not. We don't have to do the whole entire Bir Halacha, but we can start it. Hatam. You're going to tell me what do you mean he's paying him for the whole year? It's not considered like a contractor. Why? The ikar time of the katzitza. Why is a contractor mutter? If anyone asks you, why is it mutter? The answer is, Mishum, the only son of Kamina Mazef. I give a guy, let's be real, I give you 18 months for a project that takes only 12 months. Right? I'm giving you extra time. I don't care if you work on Shabbos. If it comes out you're working on Shabbos, you're doing it for yourself. Your own schedule to get more work in. If you don't work on Shabbos, yes, you're working Monday. It makes no difference to me. Because he wants more work. You are my guy. If you're my personal assistant, today we call it the executive assistant. Every single day, I give my assistant work. That's how it works, right? You have executive assistant. You're always going to find him work. He does everything for me. And then came which is a real issue with me. I have an assistant. I give him all my mishaga. I give him everything. And a lot of times I give him work Erev Shabbos, and I know he's going to do it on Shabbos, and I could give him work on Sunday. But I do. Yeah, I give him work on Sunday because he's working full time. It's a big issue. He's a guy, and he does it. Okay, we'll have to see. I have to look deeper into it. If I'm really expecting him to do it on Shabbos, I really don't care. Okay, he's bringing down the mechaber should have really even asked it Sunday. So why over here is it suddenly mutter? Right? He suddenly says it's mutter. It's not so pashut. Memeli says and he made like a pshara. He said Erev Shabbos is rough. Erev Shabbos, you're gonna make him do it on Shabbos. That's like for sure it's gonna happen on Sunday. Okay, let's. It's actually very small notes, 9 and 10. What is the halach? He says today, you can have that, especially in Eretz Yisrael. Dr. Moshe, even if they're the miyat min haroy, you should try not to send them.
No, over here, we should be chayshish. He might be a
no, we don't send. No, we don't not chayshish for a yit. We're not chayshish for a yit. It's not even a miyat. Should be miyat. And let's see it inside. And there's nothing to do with that. No, there's nothing to do with that. I give a daf yomi share in the morning, and one of my people that comes to my share has been working for the U.S. Postal Service for 30 plus years. Is he working with the true story? In the backspace. He didn't sue the lid. Doesn't make a difference. Let's see it inside. Kivan shemiyat hamatzayu. It's very clear that we're talking about realistically. Realistically speaking, if there's a real miyat hamatzayu, it's a problem. Then you have an issue. He says, even months, you can say it's not really matzah. Mutalasis came. He's going to bring out this point. It's like he brings out mamash you're saying. Go do investigative work. You might find out there's a yid working there. He says, this is Ramesha. Okay, let's see note 10. I don't tell you, but deep down I'm davening that you're going to give it on Shabbos, but without me mentioning it to you. We're going to see the Maram from Brisk. He brings down, then he can be matei without a hefset. And then he says that the whole Chayei Adam is talking about when you're telling him, try to give it on Shabbos, it'll be helpful for me. Okay. And he says, when he's not telling him they should do it on Shabbos, he brings down, you're going to say they sign, right? They have to sign that they received the letter. It's only because of legal issues. It's not because the side issues we're learning that all the side effects that happen in Isser Shabbos, that a guy has to sign a paper. Even today, right? They have to take a picture, whatever. Those are for their internal issues. It's not a problem. Tomorrow we're actually going to start Rishon Ches. It's very interesting. Allah is about the ship coming before, 3 days afterwards.
Anything that comes from China.
No, if you're able to go on a ship. That's what we're going to learn tomorrow.